Monday through Friday, 7 through 9, except for holidays, the morning view. And also, we are starting a new point system. So basically, well, I call it the token system. But, so basically, the more times that you check into Youth Net, the more tokens you get. And the more tokens you got, the more highly of a chance that you get into going into, like, once you come in, the more, like, the higher chance that you can more. So, with that, let's go ahead and call for seconds. I already have some text check-ins, which by the way is 716-317-9050. So if that says, go ahead and get some call signs.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK, short time mobile.
Alrighty, let's actually hold it up now. The question of the night was, if you could have a magical ability, what would it be?
Grayson, are we starting?
Y'all.
Okay, well, I guess we're kicking it off. So this is Jim in Jacksonville, AK4G, and if I had a magical ability, I think I'd want to be able to fly in the air like Superman. I think that would be so cool to do. Hope everybody's having a great summer. We just got back from vacation, and everybody have a happy 4th of July. And Grayson, will talk to you next week. You're doing a fantastic job. 7-3 from AK4G.
Anybody out there waiting forward to checking in to Youth Net?
Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK, mobile. N3DQD, November 3 Delta, Quebec Delta. 3 Alpha India India, VA3, AII, Ontario.
Alrighty, let's put it up now. I have KQ4 OLK Berry from Apaka, Florida, and I have N3TDQ Way from Vivo, Pensacola, and I have VA3 Kevin from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, and I also have AK4G Florida, K4KU Jason from Atlanta, Georgia, KQ Bob from East Coast, Michigan, and K7K Kevin from Portland, Oregon, all from the text line. So with that said, let's go ahead with our general sections first, which is KQ4 OLK, there's from Apaka, Florida.
Good evening, Grayson, and everybody else on the Youth Net tonight. Glad I got a chance to stop in. I try and jump in. I love what you guys do. You're doing a great job tonight. Superpower. Was it a superpower or just a magical power? Magical power, I think I would prefer to be able to travel back in time. I think that would be a wonderful gift. Or a curse. With that said, back to net control. Keep doing what you're doing. 73 KQ4 ORK in the mobile.
Alrighty, 742 Barry. Next up, entry QD2 away from B-Ball Pensacola. I got, what was PA again? I forgot.
Yeah, good evening, Grayson. I think I would like to travel into the future instead of back into the past. This is N3DQD.
Some free QA. Next up, Navy Free ALO.
Grayson, good evening to you, everybody on the net. Hope you're all keeping cool. It's 92 degrees right now here at the Detroit border, so the air conditioner's working overtime. Anyway, the superpower, Grayson, I think I'd like to do some time travel also, but I'd like to go a week ahead in time and get the right 6 numbers for the lottery. So that would be my superpower, traveling in time ahead to get the 6 numbers. Anyway, everybody have a great weekend. And 4th of July to everybody, happy one. And 3, AII, Kevin, Windsor, Ontario, 73.
Alright, 742 Kevin. Next up, AK4G, from Jacksonville, Florida. Oh wait, no, never mind. Wait, no, John already checked in and so that's fly. So let's go to K4KU, Jason from Atlanta, Florida.
Hey, Grayson, everybody on the TechNet. Hope everyone has a great weekend. It's kind of raining and stormy here in Atlanta right now, so I'll make it quick. If I could have any superpower, I would like to fly. Have a great night, K4KU.
Alrighty, 742 Jason. Next up, KQ8U, Bob, West Coast, Michigan.
Good evening, Grayson. If I had a magical power, I'd like to go back in time, about 70 years, and stay there. You're doing a fine job. KQ8U, back to that.
Alrighty, 742 Bob. Next up, KD7K, Kevin from Portland, Oregon.
Hey, good evening, Grayson. You're doing a great job as usual. I like the answers so far, although I'm going to stick with what I had in my head, which is being able to read people's minds. I think it would come in handy sometimes, and sometimes I might find out things that I shouldn't know. But I think that's what I'd pick, reading people's minds. KE7K, back to net.
Being sneaky there. 742 Kevin. Next up, N1NEW, Mike from Pembroke Pines, Florida.
Well, good evening. I think if I had magical powers, I'd like it to be immortality and the ability to give that to others. Have a good evening and a good 4th, everybody. 73 N1NEW.
Mike. Next up, KT4, GOI, Chris from Terrace, Florida.
Good evening, everyone on the net. My magical powers, I like to be an invisible man. Back to you.
Already 742 Chris. Next up, let's get some more to the 9th Youth Net. Grayson, KG4BT, looking for more seconds for tonight's Youth Net.
Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet. Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet. W2KJV, W2KJV.
KB2QBQ, KB2QBQ.
N8C, N8DHC.
Alrighty, I had a post that doubles with Kate with Roy, so if I don't say call Frank, you can come back in for me. I had KBYU order from Basketball, New York. KB2 KJV Tony from Florida. KB2 QBQ Mary from South Florida. And HDHC Jen from Taylor, Michigan. And KB2 EDS Mark from Emma, New York. If I did not say you call sign, please come again.
Kilo Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet.
KFA-HDJ, Black from Mexico, Florida, thank you. So let's go ahead to the top of this list to KEH, BYU, Boys from Basketball, New York.
Everybody on the Youth Net, KAH, BYU. I'd have to go with having the technical abilities and the genius of Tony Stark, a.k.a. Iron Man.
Some freeze, T-Boy. Next up, 32K. Tony.
Good evening, Grayson. Good evening, everyone on the Youth Net tonight. Tony here in Homestead at 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I was thinking about it. I guess I'd like to be able to play every musical instrument out there and play it very well. Back to you, Grayson. W2KJV.
Alright, some freeze, too. Yeah, some freeze, too, Tony. Next up, QBQ, Billy from Homestead, South Florida.
Hello there, Grayson, and everybody on the net. If I could have a magical power, I would want the magical power of a genie and be able to grant wishes to other people. Wishing everyone a safe and happy 4th of July.
Some freeze, too, Mary. Next up, NHC, Jen from Taylor, Michigan.
Evening to you, good evening to the net. It sounds that it would be kind of interesting if I could travel time. I don't know. I saw a movie called Time. It kind of seemed a little bit interesting.
Some freeze, too, Jen. So about that, I was trying to write down my call signs for the new token idea. Next up, T2EDS, Small from Emma, New York.
Good evening, Grayson. You're doing a great job. Hey, I think if I had the magical ability, I would like the magical ability to heal people. There's a lot of people sick and suffering in the world, and I would love to be able to end that. Grayson, have a great evening. KE2 EDS clear.
Alright, some freeze, T-Mark. Next up, Camping HDJ Blunt from Pensacola, Florida.
Good evening, Grayson, and the rest of the net. I'd like to have the ability to fly. I think that would be cool. I'd get to avoid all the traffic and during the day, and then at night get to go hang out with the bats. Everyone have a great evening. KF6 HDJ.
Alright, some free Seabart. Next up, let's get some more check-ins for tonight's Youth Net. As a reminder, we have a text check-in available for checking in. 716-317-9050. That said, let's go ahead and get some more call signs for tonight's Youth Net.
Zulu Lima 20 Tango Papa. Zulu Lima 20 Tango Papa.
This is Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor. Okay.
Alrighty, I have ZL2S, VSTP, shooting from Greensbourne, New Zealand, and I have KB8PLV, Cliff from Novi, Michigan. To the top of this list is ZL2STP, from Greensbourne, New Zealand.
Good morning all. Here I'd like to have facility to teleport. Thanks all, have a good day. Thank you, Grayson. ZL2 STP.
Alright, some police station. Is it Sonosine? Can you come back again?
It's Sean.
Sean, okay. Thanks for that. Some police station, Sean. Next up, KPLV, Cliff from Novi, Michigan.
Good evening. Thanks for running the net. If I could have one magical power, it would be the unique ability to change hearts. That way I could convince people to be more kind and compassionate to other people, and maybe that would solve a lot of other bigger problems. I like the one earlier that said they wanted to heal, and that got me to thinking. So change hearts. This is KB8, PLV, back to net. Have a great weekend.
Alright, some police request. Next up, K2ZVN. You don't, okay, so N2ZVN, outlet from Kendall, New York.
Good evening, Grayson, and everyone on the net. Well, I agree with a couple of others. I think the power to heal would be absolutely amazing. You could make a lot of people very happy, and, I think that's what I would like. And choose at the end. Back to the net.
Alright, this is Grayson, KG4BT, calling for more check-ins for tonight's Youth Net.
V and you, KD2, V and you.
Kilo 7 off Zulu, India.
howdy. I have KD2VNE or WDN from W New York. And I had a KK70 station come to that station to come back in. I'm thinking KK70GC maybe?
KK7O. KK7OZI.
Keep on fading out. It's KK70ZI maybe?
Yep, that's correct. KK7OZI.
KK7OZI, Christopher from Tulsa, Arizona. Go to KD2 Van New, WDN from W New York.
Good evening, Grace, and good evening to everybody on the net. I have to agree with Mark. The ability to heal would be a great one. I think we need more healing in the world. 82, being you, returning back to net. You're doing a great job, Grayson.
Please, Dan. Next up, KK7OZI, Christopher from Tulsa, Arizona. Boy, you still with me? Christopher, last chance for you to answer. Come back to you, Christopher. Next up, let's get some more packets to tonight's Youth Net. Anybody else willing to check into Youth Net?
N2BH. N2BH.
Zero Charlie Sierra India, KF0 CSI.
Hey, let's hold it up there. I have NTBH Bill from Pell Mill, New York. I have KF0 CSI Andy from Norfolk. What does NE stand for? I gotta remember my state. Alright, let's go up to NTBH Bill from Pell Mill, New York.
Good evening, Grayson and everybody. I think I'd want to be able to time travel. Go back in history and maybe help correct a few things. N2BH.
Howdy, some please to you, Bill. Next up, KF0 CSI Andy from Norfolk, Nebraska. Andy.
Yeah, very good, Grayson. Doing a good job there. Yeah, sometimes it stumbles people, you know, if they don't remember off the top of their head the state abbreviations. Sometimes people might say New England, but New England's an area, not a state. But anyways, well, I like Bill.
You know, with that, the two granddaughters were out here by the camper, and one said the ability to change into any animal she likes, and the other one wants the ability to fly. So, based on the spreadsheet stuff, whichever one you want to throw on there. But doing a good job there, buddy. Keep it up. This is KF0 CSI.
That was me, but you're cutting it a little bit. Thank you, Randy. Next up, let's get some more seconds tonight, Youth Net.
Kilo Echo 8, Sierra Mike November, KE8 SMN.
I have one call sign, KEHSMM, Jeff Martin, so here's missed again. So you can go ahead, Jeff, if you want 1 second.
Good evening to everyone on the Youth Net. This is KE8SMN. Good question. Got me thinking. I guess mine would be the ability to transport places instantaneously. So if you go on vacation up north for the weekend, you don't have a 5-hour drive home, you just blink and you're back home. So this is KE8SMN. Back to net.
You know what, Jeff? I think I agree with you. I played table too when I was younger. I didn't have anything to worry about, you know, no school, anxiety. Simply, Jeff. Next up, let's get some more call signs for tonight's Youth Net. On the second for tonight's Youth Net.
KD2VNU, Derby Dan here, trying to help out with Grayson there on the East Coast Reflector Youth Net. The question is, if you could have a magical ability, what would it be? Let's take check-ins to help this gentleman out here promote the Youth Net here. Call signs twice and slowly, please.
Go Charlie Sierra. DE3 TCS. Tim. Tango India Mike. Over.
Kilo Echo 8 Lima Hotel Zulu, KE8 LHZ.
Alright, you have DE3 TCS, Tim from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. E8 LHZ, Southgate, Michigan. Let's go to the top of the list to DE3 TCS, Tim.
Good evening. I got a big grin on my face here. Really enjoying this. If I got a magical ability, it would be, I think I'd like to grow a full head of hair back. Back to that.
Simply see Tim. Next up, KHLHZ, Luke.
This is KE8LHZ, Luke, south of Detroit, Michigan. Good evening, Grayson, and everyone on the net. If I had a magical ability, I guess reading minds would be kind of cool. KE8LHZ, back to net control.
Already simply see Luke. Next up, let's give some more seconds. It's 9 Youth Net. So anybody else wanting to get into Youth Net?
4 Foxtrot India Oscar.
Sierra Kilo Romeo, VA3 SKR.
JQ.
Zulu Alpha, KE2FZA.
I have a...
Okay, Grayson just has some technical difficulties. Let's verify call sign. KO4 station, IF something or other. Can you repeat your call? And the station's coming in. You got to say your call signs twice. We're having some audio breakups on the network here, if you don't mind. The KO4 station, can you repeat your call, please?
Kilo 4 Foxtrot India Oscar. Kilo 4 Foxtrot India Oscar.
A4IFO is what the call is?
Negative, that's Kilo 4 Foxtrot India Oscar. Kilo 4 Foxtrot India Oscar.
My apologies, sir. I appreciate that. We got it corrected there. Paul from Virginia. And we had a VA station. Was it SKI? VA3 station. Can you repeat your call, please?
Second, this is VA3SKR, Victor Alpha, Sierra Kilo Romeo, mobile.
Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Kilo Romeo. We've got you there from Burlington, Ontario, Canada, mobile. Thank you very much for correcting that. And KE2SZA, something like that.
This is Foxtrot Zulu Alpha. Foxtrot Zulu Alpha.
Okay, John from Buffalo, we got you there. And then there was another station trying to come in when I was asking for your correction there. The other gentleman, can you repeat your call, please?
1 PJQ. Again, this is KC1 PJQ. Chris.
Good evening, Chris. We've got you there. Okay, we'll take it up to the top of the list. Paul from Arlington, Virginia there. Question of the evening is, if you could have a magical ability, what would that be?
This is Paul, K4FIO. I'm actually from Virginia, but I'm currently in South Hero, Vermont, visiting my friend, KA1DMA. If I had a magical power, it would be to control the weather so that you can schedule rain when you want it, and so that it wouldn't rain on field day like I hope it won't tomorrow. K4FIO, back to net.
Good, control the weather. We got that. You have a good evening. Thanks for checking in with us. Grayson had a battery die on him on his HT there, so we're picking up the slack there for him. VA3SKR from Burlington, Ontario, Canada.
Power, I would take the pain and misery out of this world for everybody.
Good, sir. That would be kind of like the ability to heal. How about John, KE2FZA from Buffalo, New York. Good evening to you, sir. And what would you choose if you had a magical ability? What would it be?
Good evening. Thanks for acknowledging my check-in. So many superheroes and so many powers to choose from. I guess I would have the ability to be in 2 places at once. I guess I could say 100 places, but I'll stick with 2. To be in 2 places at once. Thanks for having that. Hope Grayson's going to get back on soon. 73, KE2FCA.
Very good there, John. Thanks for checking in. How about KC1PJQ, Christoph from Connecticut?
Chris, KC1PJQ. I would have to say that if I could have a magical power, it would be flight. Because then I could fly anywhere I wanted to, and additionally, I could put an antenna anywhere I would feel that I would need it or want it, higher than I can now. Thanks for the net, Grayson. Hope you get your problem ironed out, and good job with the net. 73s, everybody, from KC1PJQ, Chris. Ansonia, Connecticut.
Thank you very much, Chris. We've got you the ability to fly. How about Grayson? You back with us here? KG4BUT. All right, are there any other stations that'd like to check into the East Coast Reflector Youth Net? Got about 20 minutes to go. Call signs twice and slowly. The question is, if you could have a magical ability, what would that be? Call signs twice and slowly, please. This is KD2VNU.
Net control. Control, please check in Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, X-ray Kilo, KQ4, XK.
Okay, now it's KG4BUT, Grayson from Orlando, Florida, and KQ4O move my mouse here, XK Timothy from Clover, South Carolina. Is there any other stations that would like to join us this evening? Call signs twice from the flowway, please.
This is N4 OSU, not for Ohio State University. Go Badgers.
Got you there, Jerry from Fort Lauderdale there. We'll be right with you. Is there any other stations that would like to get added to the list? This is KD2 Female.
R4 KK7 OGC, KK7 OGC.
Two stations at once. Let me acknowledge the one that I have complete call, KK7OGC, Fred from Reno. And I had a KR4 station. Can you repeat your call, please?
R4EQE.
Have a little noise on that. Is that Kenny from Intraverse, Florida?
The one and the same.
Good, sir. We acknowledge you and we acknowledge Fred. Is there any other stations that would like to get added to the list before we run it? The question is, if you could have a magical ability, what would that be? Call signs twice, please.
KF8EID, KF8EID, mobile in and out.
All right, acknowledging KF8EID, Terrence from Washington, Michigan. We've got you in and out. Thank you for checking in. Are there any other stations? Call signs twice, please.
N6QDY, N6QDY. VK3 Alpha Whiskey Alpha, VK3 Alpha Whiskey Alpha mobile in and out.
All right, acknowledging N6QDY, David from Sacramento, California, and VK3AWA, Arrow from Paradise Beach. If I got that call correct, is that...
Yeah, you have the call correct, and currently mobile, and just in and out, so thanks, back to you.
Very good, sir. Thank you. Travel safely out there, and thanks for checking in. Let me run this list here. Let me verify them first. I got KG4BUT at the top of the list, KQ4OXK, N4OSU, KR4EQE, KK7OGC, KF8EID, it was in and out, and N6QDY. And last on the list was in and out, VK3AWA. And we've already acknowledged those. We'll take it up to the top of the list. Grayson, I think you have to come in and echo link there, KG4BUT. If you had a magical moment, what would it be?
Hello, Dan, and everybody else on. Oh, I'm not muted and Zoom. Okay, there we go. I was thinking about this. I was thinking the ability to the ability to go back in time. That's gonna be my ability. So please to everybody on the net. This is KG4BT Clear.
Very good, Grayson. Hopefully next week your battery system will work out a little better here. You don't have to come in that echo lane. Timothy from Clover, South Carolina, KQ4OXK. If you could have a magical ability, what would that be?
This is Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar X-Ray Kilo. Timothy, mobile. I am currently in Valdez, Alaska. Superpower would be invisibility.
Good, invisibly. Okay, we got you there. How about N4OSU? If you could travel back, if you have a magical ability, what would that be?
Evening one, good evening all. I'd like to be able to project myself 100 years from now. I had it 100 years forward in time just to see what it's like. Have a fine one. Good evening to you, everyone. This is N4OSU, not for Ohio State University. We're down.
Very good there. We got you there for the future. And how about KR4EQE, Kenny from Florida? What would your answer be there?
KR4EQE, I would like the ability to teleport anywhere in the world. And that just came to me in that last one. This city was in Valdez, Alaska. Down here in hot, muggy Florida, it sure would be nice to just port myself up there to Alaska. Where I understand it's still nice and hot, but at least it wouldn't be air so thick you can cut through it. So this is KR4EQE, back to net.
Okay, we got you for teleport.
CTM.
I'm sorry, that last station there, we're calling for stations, but if you repeat your call, we'll get you on the log.
Kilo India. Tango Tank.
I caught KI, and you cut out there. Your audio's cutting out.
South 5TT.
You're coming in on the WA5AIR system, but you're chopping in and out. We're not able to get your call sign. I got a KI something and it's chopping. Want to try it a little slower? Maybe back off of the mic?
Kilo India 5. Tango Mike.
Yeah, we got you that time, Robert, from Houston, Texas. There, you were overdriving the network there. That's why it was chopping. We got you clear there at that. So we got KI5TTM, K4GDS, Gil from Orlando. Anybody else like to join us?
Victor Kilo 3, Tango Victor, VK3TV.
Acknowledging Mal, VK3TV. Anybody else? Call signs twice, please.
So this is Kilo Echo 4 Zulu Yankee Quebec. Kilo Echo 4 Zulu Yankee Quebec. Joe in Clinton Township, Michigan. Juliet Oscar Echo.
Good evening, Joe. We've got you down on the list in Clinton Township. Anybody else like to get added to the list before we run it?
Kilo Golf 6, Yankee X-Ray Tango, KG6YXC.
Okay,
Kilo
that,
Oscar 6, Juliet November Tango. Kilo Oscar 6, Juliet November Tango. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I'll keep trying.
Kilo Oscar 6, Juliet November Tango, Jeffrey from California, we've got you. I want to verify this call, KG6YXZ, is that correct there, Fritz?
It's Kilo Golf 6, Yankee X-Ray Tango, KG6YXC.
Michael, that makes a big difference there. We got you. Let me take you to the top of the list. M6QDY. The question of the evening is if you could have a magical ability, what would it be? David from Sacramento.
Yeah, hi Dan. Thanks for taking me there and racing. Hopefully you get that radio issue taken care of. You're doing a great job, Mark and everybody else on the net and in the Zoom and M6QDY. I had to think about this, but I think I would like the ability, superpower, to talk to those who have gone before us. You know, those who have passed away, see how they're doing. Talk to friends of mine, my mom and dad, etc., etc. However you can word that, that's what I would like, to have that superpower. Hey, keep up the good work, guys. Back to net control, M6QDY.
Stations there, Kilo Golf. Can you hold on a moment? We've in the middle of the net. How about K4GDS? Gil in Orlando. What would your choice be? If you could have a magical ability, what would that be?
Well, Dan, I can't top yours. You got to be a youth tonight, so that's pretty cool. I'd have to go with teleport. I go to Brazil a lot. Sure be nice to do without spending 8 to 10 hours cramped in a plane. K4GDS, back to that.
Yeah, just for the money that would save. Have a good evening there. Thanks for joining us. How about Robert there, KI5 Tango Mike from Houston, Texas. If you had the ability, what would it be?
KI5TTM. If I had the ability, I would be able to catch a fish every time I go out.
Ready, catch a fish. Sounds like a good one there. You have a good evening. Thanks for joining us this evening. This is KD2V&U. How about VK3TV, male from Australia? If you had a magical ability, what would that be?
I've also been thinking about it, and not for myself, I'd have the ability to cure cancer, especially in kids. Back to you.
All right, that falls in the line of the ability to heal. That's a popular one this evening there, Mel. And thanks for joining us here. How about Kilo Echo 4 Zulu Yankee Quebec, Joe from Clinton Township, Michigan. E4ZYQ, you still with us there, Joe? Alright, we'll have to go back and maybe stepped out of the room there. How about KG6YXT, Michael from California?
Yeah, I would like the ability to fly. I appreciate everything you guys do. KG6YXT.
Do you prefer Mike or do you prefer Michael? We have the ability to put a nickname in here.
I prefer Mike, but I'll answer to you then.
Okay, the next time your call comes up on our database, it'll say Mike. You have a good evening. Thanks for joining us. We've got you down for the ability to fly. How about KO6JNT? If you could have a magical ability, what would that be, Jeffrey?
Yeah, this is KO6JNT, and I had a few minutes to think about this. If I could just walk up to my car and touch it and make it magically sparkle clean like it just came out of the deep, that would make my life wonderful. And you can list me as Jeff instead of Jeffrey. Thank you. KO6JNT.
Alrighty, we got you listed as Jeff now. And somebody keeps keying up there from Long Island. There's a station wanting to get in from Long Island to join the East Coast Reflector Youth Net. Station from Lindenhurst, New York, Long Island. Can you stop keying up your mic over in that there, please, if you don't mind? If you'd like to join us, you're welcome to. This is KD2VNU.
KK7OGC, recheck.
Good evening, Fred. We've got just a recheck. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you skipped over me on the order. May I answer the question?
I do apologize if I skipped over you. Go ahead.
That's a really hard question. I think what I'd like my superpower to be is to change depending on the situation that I am encountering. So the ability to change my superpower depending on the situation. I know that sounds odd, but I'm going to run with it because it changes over your life. Anyway, KK7OGC, back to you, Dan. Thank you.
Very good, sir. Have a good evening. And I do apologize for missing you there on the list. How about KE4ZYQ? Joe from Clinton Township. Are you still with us? Got a VK2JEH comes from Australia with just nothing but noise, no modulation with it. Are there any stations that would like to make the list here on the East Coast Reflector? Get the final last call.
KO4CLD. KO4CLD. Kilo Delta 8, Tango Alpha Echo. Kilo Delta 8, Tango Alpha Echo.
KI4NHQ, KI4NHQ.
Hold up, let me acknowledge who we've got. KO4CLD, Micah from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We got a couple, we got a new one here, KD8TAE, if I got that correct, John from Beckley, West Virginia, and we got KI4NHQ, Karen from Pitney Flats, Tennessee. Take it up to Micah. The question of the evening is, if you could have a magical ability, what would that be, Micah?
I would have to say the ability to heal people as well. It's sad when you see one suffering, especially ones that you love. Back to you, KO4CLD.
Very good there. I liked your video there you had on that shower thing there that you sent me that link. That was interesting there. Nice job. You have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. How about KD8TAE, John, Beckley, West Virginia? What would your choice be?
Good evening. This is Delta 8 Tango Alpha Echo. I have to say, I wish my superpower was fast. I'm sitting here trying to just gruel my way through some calculus homework. By golly, it is, I'll tell you. But I have to say, to be fast. Golly, that I've struggled with a lot of it.
We got you coming in there from Syracuse, Portland, Syracuse, there. You're fading in and out there. So I think you said the ability for math there. Thanks for checking in with us this evening. And last on the list, KI4NHQ, Karen from Pitney Flats. If you had a superpower or magical ability, what would that be?
Well, I would have to say it would definitely be the ability to fly. I love to fly. I fly any chance I get, so definitely the ability to fly. And y'all have a great day. Thank you. KI4NHQ Net.
Very good there. Thanks for stopping by, and that concludes the East Coast Reflector Youth Net for this evening. We're going to return the system back to normal amateur use. This is KD2VNU filling in for Grayson, KG4BUT, and everybody have a good evening and a wonderful weekend. KD2VNU clear.
Net, this is an ADHD. I couldn't help but comment. You did a great job. Be clear.
Thank you very much. You have a good evening, sir. This is KD2VNU.